Hello, and welcome to the party. We start today with association football. The 1919 to 1920 FA Cup was the first since the cancellation of all football competitions in the United Kingdom due to the First World War. The semi-finals had Aston Villa defeat Chelsea 3-1, and Huddersfield Town defeat Bristol City 2-1. In the 1920 FA Cup final, Aston Villa defeated Huddersfield Town 1-0 with added extra time. Blackwatch defeated Kumatali 2-0 to win the IFA Shield. In Scottish Cup semi-finals, Albion Rovers tied the Rangers 1-1, with Kilmarnock defeating Greenock Martin 3-2. In a replay, the Rangers drew against Albion Rovers. Then in a second replay, the Albion Rovers defeated the Rangers 2-0. In the final, Kilmarnock defeated the Albion Rangers 3-2 to win the Scottish Cup. Now on to baseball. In the American League, Babe Ruth of the New York Yankees was the first batter to hit 30 home runs in one season. He then went on to be the first batter to hit 40 home runs in one season, and finished the same season being the first batter to hit 50 home runs in a season. He finished this season with 54 total home runs. The season final standings have the Philadelphia Athletics in 8th, the Detroit Tigers in 7th, the Washington Senators in 6th, the Boston Red Sox in 5th, the St. Louis Browns in 4th, the New York Yankees in 3rd, the Chicago White Sox in 2nd, and with the Cleveland Indians in 1st, they have their first ever American League pennant. In the National League season's final standings have the Philadelphia Phillies in 8th, in 7th is the Boston Braves, in 6th the Chicago Cubs, in 5th the St. Louis Cardinals, in 4th the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Cincinnati Reds are in 3rd, the New York Giants are in 2nd, and with the Brooklyn Robins being in 1st, they are the National League pennant holders. This was the first season of organized Negro League baseball. The Negro National League consisted of the teams the Chicago Giants, the Dayton Marcos, the St. Louis Giants, the Cuban Stars, Indianapolis ABCs, Detroit Stars, Kansas City Monarchs, and the Chicago American Giants, who won the inaugural Negro National League pennant. In the Pacific Coast League, the season standings have the Portland Beavers in 8th, the Sacramento Senators in 7th, the Oakland Oaks in 6th, the Salt Lake City Bees in 5th, the Los Angeles Angels in 4th, the San Francisco Seals in 3rd, the Seattle Rainers in 2nd, and the Vernon Tigers in 1st, winning the Pacific Coast League pennant. In the World Series, the 1920 World Series was a best-of-9 format played between the American League champions, the Cleveland Indians, and the National League champions, the Brooklyn Robins, with the Indians defeating the Robins 5-2. This was the first World Series to feature two brothers on opposing teams, with Doc Johnson playing for Cleveland and Jimmy Johnson playing for Brooklyn. Only 4 of the founding teams finished the 1920 schedule, and the undefeated Akron Pros claimed the first championship. In hockey, the Toronto St. Patrick's joined the league. The first half of the season has the Quebec Athletics in 4th, in 3rd the Toronto St. Patrick's, in 2nd the Montreal Canadiens, and in 1st the Ottawa Senators. The second half's final, the Quebec Athletics are in 4th, in 3rd the Montreal Canadiens, in 2nd the Toronto St. Patrick's, and in 1st the Ottawa Senators. The 1920 Stanley Cup Finals was contested by the National Hockey League champions, the Ottawa Senators, against the Pacific Coast Hockey Association champions, the Seattle Metropolitans. The Senators won the series by 3-2 in a best-of-5 series. This would be the last Stanley Cup final appearance for any team based on the west coast of the United States until 1993. It was also the final appearance by a Seattle-based team to date. In motor racing, at the Indianapolis 500, Tommy Milton arrived in 3rd, driving a Duesenberg, and Renee Thompson arrived in 2nd, driving a Ballot, and Gaston Chevrolet arrived in 1st, driving a Frontenac. Guido Magali of Italy won the Targa Florio, driving a Nazzaro GP. In Five Nations Rugby, Scotland, Wales, and England won the Five Nations Championship. The Grand Slam and Triple Crown were not awarded this year. England won the Calcutta Cup, and Ireland won the Wooden Spoon. This completes the program. Please subscribe and comment if you like. Until next time, thank you for watching, and goodbye.